Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I have been a musician for half my life via the guitar of all styles. And now I do some video game reactions, which has been the time of my life. I love music to the core. It kind of moves me a little bit. And this is a Patreon request for Sasha. Bastion. A proper story. Very short. Might be one of my shortest. Barely over a minute. All I know about Bastion, it's never been on the channel, by the way, so it's a completely first experience. All I know is it's from Supergiant, which means most likely it's Darren Korb. And I've discovered Supergiant and Darren and Hades, all that. I all discovered that all in this channel. And those are some of my favorite videos, to put it lightly. One of them, for example, is in my top 10. Okay, but anyways, so that excites me. I have no idea because this is a different game and it looks totally different. But I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. But it is very short. So this is my introduction to Bastion, a proper story for Susasha. Commence. Damn it, dude. I'm gonna make a rule from now on. Just, if you gotta send me something, it's gotta be longer than a minute. So I'm gonna assume that that's some sort of introduction of the game to be that short. Unless it's just there was no other loops. I really like this image, you know. That's kind of how I felt for a little while. I was just like... But, you know, I got some stuff out of it. You know, from one thing I noticed is that there seems to be like a Supergiant sound. And of course, that's Darren. That has to be Darren. But, okay, so maybe I'll rephrase it. Darren definitely has his own sound. It's a very clean-cut mix. There's a big emphasis on percussions and like world instruments. I think I heard like some maracas or something. There was some sort of like type of percussion. That's the only way I can describe it. I didn't have that much time to decipher it, but what I did notice, which seems to be kind of a theme with Supergiant, is the Middle Eastern sound. You know, Middle Eastern percussions, rhythms, and just that whole vibe. I'm pretty sure that was a sitar playing, not the whole time, but in a lot of places. I don't know what the main instrument was. It could have just been some sort of, I don't even know, actually. I tried figuring it out in Scourge of the Furies as well, and I couldn't. I think that was like some sort of Arabic lute. Either way, some stringed instrument, could be nylon. But I definitely heard sitar in this one. Pretty sure. But, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's like the last... I really don't like to judge a book by its cover. But when you have just this all to go by right here... Same with Hades. Hades, I only had the main image of I guess the main character. So, you know, I'm thinking like orange, it's very lively looking, looks wholesome. I wasn't picturing that, you know? That sounded very Snake Charmer and kind of sounded dangerous, you know? It sounded calm, but mostly dangerous, and just something's afoot. Like you're in for something, which brings me to the title of the song, A Proper Story, which has to be an introduction. It must be. And if not, you know, that's okay too. I am wrong sometimes. But yeah, big fan of Supergiant's soundtrack. I actually have more coming up too. I have some stuff from Pyre, and you know, it's pretty cool rabbit hole because, like I said, the mix, the EQing, the mix, the recording, everything is very top notch. It's really good. It almost sounds well, it's performed live, obviously, but it almost sounds live. You know, it almost sounds like you're kind of there, which doesn't really happen often when, you know, when it goes through so much processing and compression and all that. That sounded very raw, but still well done. I hope that makes sense. So yet again, I am completely discombobulated by Supergiant and Darren Korb and their images not really correlating with their music, but of course that's just because I have no context. You guys are probably saying, of course there's context, and I bet there is. But as someone who's just listening to the music and nothing else, it's quite the interesting ordeal. Bastion. Well, that's my first time hearing Bastion, my first introduction to this series. I don't even know how many games there are. As far as I know, there's Hades, Bastion, and Pyre. So, you know, but apparently they all seem to be like critically acclaimed. The fan base is loud. Man, the comment section all the time is talking about Supergiant stuff, and I never even heard of that studio until the like past couple years. So they're making strides. Apparently, they're making their mark. But the soundtrack is very unique, or soundtracks are very unique. And you know, I know this video is about this song, but I only had a minute to go off of, and all I got was, you know, that Middle Eastern vibe to it, rhythms, and very just kind of raw sound. That's it. So not bad for a minute of music, how much I was able to extract out of it. But that's the joys of the auditorium and my brain, how imaginative it gets. So with that being said, thank you, Susasha, for the request and introducing me to Bastion. If you would like to get a request in, you could do so on Patreon or PayPal. Those are guaranteed ways, but they're not necessary. If you don't mind waiting, that is the way to do it. Please let me know your experiences with Bastion. The comment sections of my videos are very informative and a lot of nostalgia. People talk a lot about their experiences. I really love my comment sections, to be honest. I know it's a weird thing to say, but like, I read just about everything I get, and you know, people tell me their experience, and they don't really spoil it either. So it's cool. So I like to know more because all I have is this. I had 1 minute of experience in Bastion, and who knows when the next time is. So hey, there's only so much you can do. So my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. Thank you guys for checking this out. And again, just let me know what's going on with Supergiant, Bastion, and Darren, and the whole gang. Until next time, dudes and dudettes, I will see you later. Take it easy.